Emory University president says students are scared and in pain after someone wrote Trump 2016 in chalk on campus. President Jim Wagner said students viewed graffiti as intimidating. Officials arranged a meeting for those offended to address concerns. University organizations also offered counseling to those affected. The editor of the student newspaper said some students felt victimized. But some website commentators have told the students to grow up. Republican frontrunner won the Georgia primary earlier this month. Students at Emory University claim they were frightened and in pain after someone wrote Trump 2016 in chalk around campus. Officials at the Atlanta school, which has an enrollment of more than 14,000, were forced to act after the youngsters claimed their safe space was violated when the messages of hate appeared on sidewalks and buildings. Jim Wagner, president of the university, wrote Tuesday that the students viewed the scrawling as intimidation, and they voiced genuine concern and pain as a result. He set up an investigation after members of the student government wrote to him and slammed the university's response, prompting a meeting that was shrouded in protests. Now administrators want to track down those responsible for the controversial markings, as they admitted they went against the university's values regarding diversity. But some commentators on the university's student newspaper website told those affected by the so-called hateful graffiti to grow up and accused them of being babies. After the chalk markings started to appear, student organizations offered counseling to anyone who may have been impacted by what they had seen. Wagner sent a letter to the student body earlier this week, in which he said students confronted by Trump's name in chalk heard a message about values regarding diversity and respect that clash with Emory's own. Emory's student newspaper, The Wheel, said Wagner outlined 4 steps that administrators plan to take in order to address the issues raised by the protesters. They reported that the students this week chanted, "You are not listening. Come speak to us, we are in pain," shortly before Wagner agreed to meet with them. In a campus-wide email, he proposed immediate refinements to certain policies and procedural deficiencies that he hoped would improve diversity. He wrote that he wanted to bring in regular and structured opportunities for difficult dialogues, a formal process to institutionalize identification. Wagner also said there was a need to address social justice opportunities and commitment to an annual retreat to renew their efforts. Wagner added that the Freedom of Expression Committee is meeting to address whether the person or people responsible for the chalking were in compliance with Emory's policy. He said that they would debate technical issues, such as whether or not the chalkings were done on an appropriate surface. However, he believes that the broader concern motivating the protests had to do more with the ideas the chalkings stood for than how they were done.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. You can visit us on www.therealthingmean.webs.com.
We